So, now that Joe Biden is being Metoo'd, all of a sudden, Alyssa Milano is seeking due process. I tell you the truth, how the tables have turned. Let's get into this story. Come on, America. Let's get it.
I know that I can, 'cause I know who I am. Since the day I was born, I am Nyghtstorm. I know that I can, 'cause I know who I am. Since the day I was born, I am Nyghtstorm.
Greetings, America. I'm YG Nyghtstorm, and hello from Georgia. But cut the music. It's time. I'm going to be serious on this video, and I know my normal tone on my I Am Nyghtstorm videos is more jovial and happy and positive, but this right here bothers me, and I'm gonna tell you why. The absolute hypocrisy of Alyssa Milano, the Democrat Party, and the mainstream media. Now remember, when Brett Kavanaugh was trying to be confirmed into the Supreme Court, and Christine Blasey Ford came 35, 40 years from his past saying that he did some things to her. Now, but Ford couldn't remember exactly what happened. She couldn't remember exactly when it happened. She couldn't remember exactly where it happened. And all of her so-called corroborators all denied the story completely, said, hey, we don't remember that, or this didn't happen. And Michael Avenatti, of all the people, now he's in jail. And he was pushing this stuff, and everybody was saying Trump, Kavanaugh, and all these Republicans need to go down. But look how things have changed. Look at how things have changed. When it is Joe Biden, and I will be the first one to say, just like with Kavanaugh, just like with Trump, anybody that is accused of such heinous and awful things deserve due process. Everybody does. That's the American way. But it seems like the Democrat Party and the mainstream media refuse to believe that when it's somebody that they politically do not agree with. Someone who don't hold the water for the Democrat Party. Someone who don't hold the water for the mainstream media. They conveniently forget all about due process. Now remember, Alyssa Milano, and woo, I'm getting hot talking about this. But remember Alyssa Milano, when she was sitting behind Kavanaugh during his hearings, looking at him with that evil eye as if he was the worst human on earth, as if he was just the scum of the earth. And she did not want that man to have due process, and she wanted him, his family, his wife, his children. She wanted everybody destroyed. She didn't care because he did not fit her and Hollywood's Democrat Party mainstream media political views. I mean, this is crazy. So now, fast forward to the year 2000, and I'm looking at Tara Reid, who used to work for Joe Biden, and she describes her encounter. And like I said, everyone deserves due process. And I don't believe in this hashtag believe all women stuff. How about this? Believe victims and investigate thoroughly everything. You know, you can believe the victims and you can also believe the accused. Okay, let the investigations play themselves out, and you must have evidence. But remember, Tara Reid came out just a few weeks ago, and she said she was afraid to talk about this because it was Joe Biden. But she said that when she worked for him all those years back, that allegedly he pushed her against the wall, his hands went under her skirt, fingers did the walking, and let's just say the fingers went inside the house, okay? I'm not going to get any deeper than that, okay? And mainstream media, silent. Alyssa Milano didn't say anything. Me Too, nothing. Time's Up, nothing. No one saying anything. But Christine Blasey Ford 2 years ago can say, well, I don't remember when it happened. I don't remember where it happened. I don't remember anything, and I can't even get on a plane, but yet there's plenty of proof that this chick was flying all over the place. Mainstream media goes nuts. Milano goes nuts, calling for Kavanaugh's head. Everybody going crazy. You got women, feminists, Democrats outside of the Supreme Court banging on the doors, demanding Brett Kavanaugh be decimated. But now you have someone who is saying when, where it happened, nothing. And now all of a sudden, Alyssa Milano, she wants to reserve judgment and allow due process. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you this. Like I said, these lights are hot, man. And my temper is going because I remember when Alyssa Milano came to Georgia and trying to sit here and co-sign with Stacey Abrams, and they were going against our heartbeat bill, okay, HB 481, okay, where the heartbeat bill was designed to protect the lives of the unborn children who are being just destroyed and killed through Planned Parenthood and abortion, okay? We want to save lives. Alyssa Milano were calling pro-lifers, calling us names, trashing us, and Stacey Abrams trashing us. And we didn't care. We stood against Alyssa Milano. And I tell you this, I will stand against these people every single day because I know what it is to experience all these gripes that they are talking about. Alyssa Milano says, oh, well, you know, the heartbeat bill is infringing on women's rights. But what about fathers? What about fathers? I remember in 1999 when my children, Howard and Hank, were aborted by an ex-girlfriend. Now, many years later, she came back and apologized and said that she was sorry. And by the grace of God, only by the grace of God, I was able to forgive her. But my kids are dead. They're not coming back. They're still gone. And she regrets that. And she does everything she can to help women not make the same choices. So I understand what it's like. So I took it personal when Alyssa Milano came here talking this garbage against the heartbeat bill. I take it personal when Alyssa Milano and Hollywood and the mainstream media want to go after men and say, you're guilty simply because a woman said so. You don't need evidence. I remember when I was accused over 20 years ago of a woman saying that I raped her. And the only thing that saved me is because I was breaking up with her. I had a recorder in my pocket. I recorded everything she said. And when she called the police and she said, they're not going to believe you. You a big black man and there is no way they're going to believe you. They'll probably just shoot you. This is what she was saying way back in the year 2000. And the police came. I didn't say anything. I came out of my apartment. They immediately slapped the handcuffs on me. She was crying, putting on the crocodile tears and everything. They threw me on the ground, threw me in the squad car, and the officers were pretty much looking at me like, how dare I? I must be ashamed of myself. And she was boo-hooing, and the only thing I said was, officer, please look in my pocket. I have a recorder. Push play. They listened to it. They saw that she was lying. They let me out and they told her to go home. I said I wanted to press charges against her. They said, no, just let it be. See, I take that stuff personal. There was no justice. I know all too well what it's like to be sexually assaulted. I was sexually assaulted. I was raped when I was a child at 11 years old by a monster. So I understand when victims need to come out, when victims need to say something. I completely get it. And I say, God bless them. Seek justice. But for anyone who is trying to destroy somebody's life for political gain or financial prosperity, shame on you. They should be locked up for the same amount of time that someone is going to lose from being locked up over false charges. These false accusers need to be locked up and shut down. Woo! I told you I'm getting hot. This is wrong. This is wrong. It is wrong. And now all of a sudden, since it's Joe Biden, since it's the media's darling, this is their boy, now you don't want to take Tara Reade seriously. It's so bad that even Rose McGowan called out Alyssa Milano on Twitter and called her a hypocrite. I don't agree with almost anything Rose McGowan says, okay? I don't. The only thing I know about Rose McGowan is my ex-wife used to look at Charmed every day. With them two on there. But I tell you, man, this is wrong. And so I'm going to say this. I am a firm believer. Excuse me. I ain't editing nothing out. I'm a firm believer of due process. And Joe Biden deserves to have due process. But the hypocrisy of the media and Alyssa Milano is palpable. So I'll tell you this. God bless all victims, whether they men or women, because men can be victims of sexual assault as well. Men can be victims of domestic violence as well. You know, it's this thing with our culture and society that they sit here and demonize men who do it, but give women a pass who do it. Give female teachers a pass when they sleep with students. Give them a pass, slap on the wrist. When women are abusing men, give them a pass. He can't hurt you. It's okay. No, 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 no. Equality means everyone must be treated equally, regardless of race, creed, color, gender. Everybody treated equally. Keep your hands off of each other. Stop messing with people. Stop touching people. And leave children alone. Leave them alone. Stop trying to sit here and sleep with kids or unalive them through Planned Parenthood. Leave them alone. But I'm done with my rant. And I want to say this. I don't know if Tara Reade is telling the truth. I don't know if Joe Biden is telling the truth. That's why we have an investigation. Take all accusations seriously. And everyone is innocent until proven guilty. So, cue the music back up, please. All right, now I'm going to get back to myself. And after that rant, I'm just going to say, God bless you. God bless this country. Just you and everybody that you hold dear. Treat people right. Treat people fairly, man. Treat everybody the same across the board. And these things will work themselves out. So, all I say is this. If you are a victim of sexual assault and you've been afraid to tell your story, man. And anybody that's being accused of sexual assault, tell your story too. The media needs to give just as much attention to these guys who being railroaded, okay, by folks, and it turns out not to be true. Now, if it's true, they go to jail. Male, female, they go to jail. But if it's false, they should be vindicated. The media should print retractions, and the false accuser should sit they behind, male or female, in jail. Period. Start punishing this crap, and this crap will stop. I'm done. God bless you. Good luck, America. Love you. Bye. Mwah.